welcome to Miss Yummy Gum Gum again. Thank you to all my new subscribers and all my yummy gum gums for all your support throughout this time. Today's tutorial will be a kawaii headphone plushie. I love music. I listen to it every time, anywhere. What better way to show my music than to make this kawaii headphones, right? The things you will be needing for this tutorial are shown below. Felt in these colors, and your templates and how many of each piece, your pen, your stuffing, matte threads and matching colors, your fabric scissors, and a piece of cardstock for inserting in the middle of the headpiece. After you have cut out all your template pieces, this is what you should have. I know I only show 2 circles, but you actually need 4. As for this piece, you can choose to leave it as 2 separate pieces or leave it as a whole because we will be sewing it together in the end. So first things first, now it is time to add on any facial expressions or features by stitching them on or sewing them on. We will be working on the headpiece first, and we will add on the face up here. So I will be using one eye for this plushie, as I will be making a winking eye on the other. Now after that, grab 2 of your circles and your hearts and sew them on using a felt stitch. After that is completed, this is what it should be looking like. And now it is time to grab on your piece of cardstock and insert it between the head pieces. And we're going to sew it up using your corresponding matching thread. In this case, I chose to use this pop of blue to match the beautiful blue of the heart. So go ahead and start sewing around all the sides, and on this side if you wish to too, using a blanket stitch. Ta-da! So kawaii with that smile, and now this is how it looks when all your blanket stitch is complete. The next step is to work on the headpiece, the speakers. And you will need to do this by grabbing 2 of the circles and your shorter piece of strip of felt, and we're going to attach this by using a blanket stitch as well. And the way you need to do this is start sewing your strip of felt around the circumference of your circle, all the way around until you reach the top part. After you're done, you will do the exact same thing with the other circle, leaving a hole for stuffing and for inserting the headpiece. I quickly wanted to demonstrate how I did this because I know it's so tricky in this awkward position that we're in. So the way we need to do this is insert our needle at an angled position. That way it will make it much easier for the strip to sew on to the circle. So continue doing this same stitch around until you get to the top part. It will only get easier after these first and second stitches. This is how it looks like after you have completed all your stitching for both circles. Now it is time to stuff up this little speaker. Squish, squish. So squishy. But now it's time to insert our headpiece and insert it into that gap you have left behind. And we're also going to sew this on by using a blanket stitch, but we will be using individual blanket stitches on each side. So this means that you will sew on the circle piece onto the headpiece by using a blanket stitch and maneuvering your piece of felt in order to get a stitch only on that side. And this is how you will need to do it. This helped me out also by inserting my needle at an angle in order to grab on that piece of felt and sew it on, therefore creating a more uniform look on this side only. So this is how your kawaii plushie headphones should look now after you are complete. I know this little plushie tutorial was far more advanced than what I usually show, but it's so adorable, and if you like music, you be sure to try it out, and please subscribe.